I'm going to apologize in advance because this video is going to sting a lot. And frankly, that's the bare minimum a comment as ignorant and vile as yours deserves. Now, I try not to assume anyone's gender, but based on the sheer density of your stupidity, I'm going to take a wild guess and say you're a straight white man with no kids and even less empathy. Am I close? Because if you were a woman, you'd be shaking in your fucking boots knowing this could happen to you. If you were a father, you'd be sick at the thought of your wife or teenage daughter's corpse being hijacked in this way. If you were black, you'd be outraged because once again in 2025, black bodies are being used as lab rats for political experiments. And if you were queer, you'd understand all of the above and then some because it's only a matter of time before they start experimenting on you. So now that I've established exactly what type of troglodyte I'm dealing with, let's unpack your brainless comment, shall we? First of all, we're not talking about a woman who carried a baby to term and tragically died in childbirth. That's devastating, yes, but it's part of the human condition. It's a natural tragedy that's been happening to women for the last 3,000 years. What isn't natural is hooking a clinically dead woman up to machines, pumping blood through a decomposing corpse for 4 months so that a 9-week embryo can keep cooking. That's some Frankenstein walking dead bullshit right there, and no amount of pro-life pearl clutching or blessed be the fruit gaslighting is going to change the fact that what happened to Adriana Smith was morally grotesque, medically irresponsible, and even religiously offensive. Adriana Smith was a 31-year-old black woman, a registered nurse. She was declared brain dead in February after suffering catastrophic blood clots. She was 9 weeks pregnant. What was inside of her was not a baby, it was an embryo. There was no brain, no lungs, no chance of survival without parasiting her corpse. And yet here you are tossing out the accusation of killing babies like it's some mic drop, like fighting for a woman's right to die with dignity without being turned into a human fucking terrarium is somehow the same thing as turning NICUs into gas chambers. But let me make this perfectly clear. The only person talking about killing babies is you. You bring it up because you think it makes you sound righteous. It doesn't. It makes you sound like a manipulative coward who can't handle the complexity of real-life medical ethics, grief, or human autonomy. No one, and I'm going to repeat that in case you're hard of hearing, absolutely no one is advocating for infanticide. We're demanding that corpses not be wired up like science fair projects to serve theocratic fantasies. We're demanding basic bodily autonomy, even in death. We're demanding that women like Adriana Smith be allowed to rest in peace, instead of being used as a host body in a dystopian horror show written by evangelical misogynists. Adriana Smith didn't get peace. Her family didn't get closure. What they got was 4 months of torment, media circus, political posturing, and a mountain of medical bills that you're not going to help pay. All because men like you can't stand the idea that a woman might belong to herself, even in death. And let's not pretend for 1 microsecond that this would have happened to a white woman with a rich husband and a DNR on file. This happened because Adriana was black, because her body was seen as available, as useful, and even worse, as disposable. So sit down, shut the hell up, and leave the conversation to the grown-ups.